We're going to talk now a little bit about a festival which is coming up in our area, and it's at Mass Moca, and it's an annual event. I wouldn't know if it was a festival or not, but it certainly looks like one to me. We've been covering it for the past couple of years. Freshgrass is back at Mass Moca, September 14th, 15th, and 16th in North Adams, Massachusetts. You can find out more about Freshgrass at freshgrass.com, freshgrass.com on the web. But right now we've got a member of a band. I do believe that's going to be performing at the event. Let's welcome in Billy Keane. Billy, nice to speak to you today.
Yeah, great speaking with you. Thanks for chatting with me.
No, that's okay. First of all, let's talk a little bit about your band and the band that you play in. You play in Whiskey Treaty Roadshow?
That's right. Yeah, the Whiskey Treaty Roadshow. We've been playing together for about 4 years now. We played Freshgrass last year, and we're very excited to play it again this year.
First of all, I always love how'd you come up with the name of the band?
Sure. Yeah, well, to not take up too much of your morning here, I can tell you originally there was a festival in Greenfield called the Whiskey Treaty, which was thrown by Susie Hanna, the wife of founding band member Tori Hanna. Those of us who performed at the festival fronted our own individual bands, but then all of us lead singers got together down in New York over the period of a few months and played shows together down in Brooklyn and Manhattan, and realized that people enjoyed that eclectic nature of having multiple singer-songwriters leading one performance. So that blended with kind of one of my passions for old-timey, vaudeville performance. We thought that a road show was in order. We figured we'd take it around for a few shows in a brief tour, which we did back in 2014. So the name, the Whiskey Treaty Roadshow, though it sounds pretty unique, is actually pretty organic.
It's a great name, and so now you've all been together for 4 years. Now, do you still play with other bands and use this band as a separate band, kind of like the Traveling Wilburys?
In a way, we do. Most of us still have our solo careers, and several of us have side projects. Chris Miranda comes to mind. He fronts The Wheel, and also he plays with the Picky Bastards quite often. But this particular project, the Whiskey Treaty Roadshow, has really taken off over the past few years, and frankly, our manager keeps us so busy that it is the challenge to maintain any other projects. So this has become our primary for sure.
We're speaking with Billy Keane once again of Whiskey Treaty Roadshow. Now you're out of Pittsfield, right?
You got it. That's right.
So actually, playing at some place like Mass Moca, especially at Freshgrass, must be a kick because it's the area. You're homegrown.
You got it. It's exactly true. And we anytime we get a chance to play locally, we jump on that because seeing friendly faces in the crowd, it's wonderful. We love touring. We're out in California, Oregon. We often go to Virginia, Philly. But and those are wonderful. We've got great fans all over the country at this point. But there's nothing like performing at a homegrown festival, especially one that's so professional and just well run as Freshgrass at Mass Moca.
Mass Moca is an incredible place. There's still so many people that don't understand how big and how great of an entertainment space that is. And I don't mean just live music. I'm talking about just about every form of any kind of art. What they do there is absolutely amazing.
You're right. I agree. My wife and I are members, and we'll often go up to catch the James Turrell exhibit, I would suggest in particular, which I think was new as of this past year, but is just absolutely astounding. But Joe Thompson, director of the museum, Sue Killam, these folks, Jody Joseph, who takes a big lead in Freshgrass, these folks are a huge boon to our county, to our area, frankly, to our country at this point. I think Mass Moca might be one of the biggest contemporary art museums that you have the ability to go to. It's just an incredible place. I would say, though, if you're visiting for the first time, try and get 2 or 3 days because there's quite a lot of square footage to get through.
Now, I'm looking at the lineup for this year, and it's an unbelievable lineup. I mean,
Flogging Molly, right?
Flogging Molly, Indigo Girls, Ricky Skaggs, Yonder Mountain String Band, Bella Fleck. I mean, It's a really great mixture of new contemporary, well, I don't mean type of music, but contemporary artists, and also of some older artists as well, and some artists that people have never heard about. I think that's one of the great things about what Freshgrass does.
Oh yeah, they really, it's the broad spectrum of themes, music, like you said, contemporary versus maybe somebody who's been around a little bit longer. The Indigo Girls, we have a funny history of. This is probably the fourth or fifth festival that we've played where they've been on the lineup. So maybe we should try and convince some folks to do a write-in campaign, get them to sing some songs with us or something. It's I'm not sure how this happened. Maybe our booking agents are working together on this, but we actually saw them out at Kate Wolf in California. We saw them at some other festivals over the years, so I'm looking forward to catching their set again, particularly.
Well, once again, the Freshgrass Festival is happening Friday, September 14th, Saturday, September 15th, and Sunday, September 16th. Friday, it starts at 6 p.m., Saturday, 10:30 in the morning, and goes till at least midnight. And Sunday is the same thing, where it's a real big event. What days are you playing there?
We're playing on Friday, so all you folks listening, make sure you get out there nice and early. We'll be at the No Depression stage, which is the second largest stage, right in the Brick Courtyard. And I think I wish I had my set time in front of me, but it's just going to force folks to go to the website to check out the lineup there. But we'll be on Friday. Make sure you get your tickets, and we look forward to seeing everybody there.
Now let's talk a little bit about your website, where people can get more information about you.
Sure.
I went to thewhiskeytreaty.com. Is that
you got it? Yep.
That's it? And basically it gives more information about you. Before we leave, you've got a song on YouTube on your website, "Leave Your Light On." I'm going to play a little bit of that when we finish. Is that the traditional "Leave Your Light On," or is that a different "Leave Your Light On," or your take of the traditional?
Well, that's actually one of my tunes I wrote a few years ago. There's a story behind that. When the singer-songwriter starts out, you write a lot of love songs. I don't know why that happens. It's just one of those things. And then when you get a little bit older and you get into a relationship, you find that a lot of your songs end up revolving around apologizing. And so that "Leave Your Light On" is actually a nice blend of heartfelt apology and a confession of love. So I hope you enjoy it. It's not the traditional, though. It's become traditional for us because every time we play a set, even if we haven't included it in our set list, the fans end up chanting for it, and we typically end up playing it. So folks who come out to the festival will probably hear us playing "Leave Your Light On" this year.
Well, for people that have been in relationships for a long time, it's probably a hashtag "Leave Your Light On" from the Whiskey Tour.
Oh, I like that. Nice. Yes, absolutely. Hashtag "Leave Your Light On."
Billy, thanks for taking a few minutes and joining us, and have fun at Freshgrass.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks for the early phone call. I hope you didn't hear my cat too loudly in the background. And I hope to see you at the festival.
Let's put it this way. We've got 2 cats at the station. I've got 4 rescue cats at home. And we for the station, we have a total of like 6 rescue cats. So we love cats and dogs. We love cats and dogs. All right. Have a great weekend.
You too. Thanks very much.
Take care. That's Freshgrass Festival coming up. And yes, going to play a few moments if you leave your light on.
Well, I admit I've had a drink or two. If you'll admit ain't no one could ever mean what I mean for you. And I admit it's quite the same for me. If you'll admit the best things in life never come easily. So leave your light on, baby, leave your light on. Leave your light on, 'cause you know I'll leave my light on you. Leave your light on, baby, leave your light on. Leave your light on, 'cause you know I'll leave my light on you.
Billy Keane is amazing. Out of anybody I've ever played with, I think he's the most beautiful voice I've ever heard. He is a soulful musician.
Well, I admit sometimes I spend all day in bed.
You hear it. Whiskey Treaty Roadshow. They'll be at the Freshgrass Festival. We thank Billy for obviously getting up early in the morning and joining us once again. Freshgrass runs Friday the 14th, Saturday the 15th, and Sunday the 16th at Mass Moca. More information, freshgrass.com. That is freshgrass.com on the web.